What's up, everyone? It's your boy NS Racing 42, aka Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to season number 1 of the NIRA NAPA Indycar series. And here today is race number 6 of the season, halfway through this 12th race season, and it's going to be a good one here at Watkins Glen for the first road course race of the season. And it comes at a point where it's halfway through the season, and this race can change the points situation on a dime, especially after what happened at Talladega. Dash Boran, his first DNF of the season, he blew up, and he did have like a 50-something point lead. Now he only has a 30-point lead, and anything can happen here at Watkins Glen. The big one can strike. You can feel it at the Glen. You can hit the wall off of 2011, off of NASCAR 2011. You can go wide going into the carousel and hit the guardrail. You can basically anything can happen at the Glen, and this championship can change to just a dime, just like the dime, like I said. So here are the top 10 points coming into race number 6 of the season for the Grand Prix at the Glen. Dash Boran has a 30-point lead over Tyler Bradley, who's in second, and third is Chandler Claudel, with 32 points behind. Fourth is Clark McKee, 41 points behind. Fifth is Sam Oskin, 45 points behind. Same with Alexi in sixth. James Nelson in 7th, 61 points behind. Dion Moon, 62 points behind, and then Johnny Gunner and Franco are both 66 points behind. So right now, it is pretty much the top 5, maybe top 6 that have a chance. But right now, it's just a long shot for Clark McKee, Sam Oskin, and Alexi. It's mostly coming down to Dion Moon, Tyler Bradley, and Chandler Claudel. But who knows? Still, after today, still 6 races left, and anything that can happen in these next 6 races. And it's gonna be fun here in the NAPA Indycar series. So, with that being said, here is the top 10 starting positions for the Grand Prix at the Glen. On the pole is the number 27 of Jordan Anderson, and alongside him is the driver that's had a abysmal season, Tan Anderson, and then number 7. Third is Chandler Claudel, and fourth is Zachary Fitzwater. Fifth is Mark Garcia, Season 1 M&M Truck Series champion, and James Heaton. And then rounding out the top 10 is Tyler Bradley and Lily Gilbert. It's going to be a wild one here today at Watkins Glen. It always is. The first road course race of the season for these drivers, and it's going to be fun. And without further ado, let's kick it off and let's get the engines rolling. Let's get the cars rolling and engine fired for the Grand Prix at the Glen. And all the engines will to life here at the Glen. All 24 cars are rolling. It's going to be 14 laps of racing here today. It's going to be one of the longer races of the season, that's for sure. So, if you can survive this race, you will earn it here today. There's going to be probably a lot of cars with damage, especially coming off of that final turn, NASCAR turn 11. I'm sorry if you hear a vacuum in the background. But anyway, Jordan Anderson and Terrence Anderson. Haven't seen too much of these drivers yet this season, but you know, track position can be somewhat important here, but I don't know about today with the chaos that we will see here at the boot portion of the Glen. There will be at least one round of pit stops, maybe two. I'm not entirely sure. It's gonna be a wild one, that's for sure. And who knows, we could see the big one strike on lap 1 even. We don't know anything. And it's gonna be a wild one here at the Glen. Going out, getting out of the boot. Now going into NASCAR 2011 and Indy 11. Pace car with dive off the pit road. Jordan Anderson and Taylor Anderson, and we are racing for the Grand Prix at the Glen. Going into the boot for the first time today. And Jordan Anderson will lead us to the boot here at the Glen. So far clean, but it's not going to stay that way. These guys are going to get aggressive early on. And that's exactly what Fitzgerald is doing right now, going for the race lead. On poster Jordan Anderson. Fitzgerald is still looking for that first career win on this channel. Today might be the day. If there's any crashes or whatever, we will look at them at the end of the race here today. Because there will be no cautions on both courses. Tyler Bradley into the wall. That's what I'm talking about. Off of that last turn, they're going to be washing up the track all day long. And Jordan Anderson gets a bonus point for leading lap number 1. Fitzgerald in second. And battle for third between Megan and Anderson, but Anderson will take third away. And it looks like we had a problem between Patrick Syke and the 21 of the 20 of Jay Jefferson. And oh, they're wrecking up here. Oh my god. Dion Moon. Carson Bowers. And the 4 of Takuma Abina. That's what I was saying. Carnage is bound to happen, and we just saw 2 crashes early on here in lap number 2. Fitzgerald and Anderson battling back and forth for second, and that's allowing the 27 of Jordan Anderson to have a gap. Fitzgerald into the outside wall. Four cars on pit road, and 1 car blowing up on her way back. Only on lap 3 of 14. This is going to be almost like a survival race for these guys. Not as long as the, yeah, it was 500 of course, but this track is unforgiving at times. top two are slightly gone. Ericsson trying to catch up with Jordan Anderson. And Fitzwater with that damage has fallen back to fifth. And it looks like the 10 of Brian McCason is also on pit road. Tough way for him. And it looks like someone, and we crashed again. Now Benny Watson's smoking. Chaos here early on. And there goes the 21 of Lily Gilbert now. Chaos! Here, even only on that 4, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to review at the end of this race. That's for sure. And good job, Ben Watson. So yeah, right now, that's like 7 or 8 cars that have been involved in crashes already. But right now, Tanner Anderson has had a dismal season, 23rd in points based off of full-time drivers. So, he's not had a good season at all, but today might be a day to kickstart his season. There's probably going to be pit stops about lap 6 or 7, so it might be close on either a 1 stop or 2 stop. Looks like we were good on that lap, but still the carnage on the first 3 or 4 laps was insane, to say the least. Right now, Tanner Anderson has no draft and help. He's literally about a second or so away from the leader and 3rd place. So, he has no draft and help at all. And that's helping Jordan Anderson because he's pulling away on Anderson in at number 7. Someone's wide a little bit. Looks like coming off of turn 10 is another trouble spot for these guys. The way it's looking like. And Jordan Anderson, it was 1.6, now it's 2.1. So, Jordan Anderson looking awfully strong so far at the Glen. But we are not even halfway through this race though, so it's a long race for these drivers, and it's showing it here right now. The top 10 at the moment is Jordan Anderson, Tanner Anderson, and Juan Garcia, and Eminem Sport Series champion, up to 3rd. Alexi in 4th, James Eaton in 5th. Louis Fitzwater is 6th, and our points leader Dash Boran in 7th. And third place in points, Trevor Claudello trying to goodbye outpoints via in that 88, and then Tyler Bradley in 9th, and then all the way back in 10th, about 4 seconds back of these drivers is Clark McKee 4th in points. So yeah. Next time by, we will be halfway through this race here at Watkins Glen in the Grand Prix at the Glen. And Taylor Anderson is just falling back. Jordan Anderson is gone. He is absolutely pulling away and still pulling away. He gained like 8/10 last time by, and now he has a 3-second gap. I would think people might pit maybe this time by, if not next time by. So I think it will just end up being a one-stopper here today at the Glen. Lots of people hitting that wall off of the last turn of turn 11 right now. Tires are definitely falling off. I'm honestly surprised that no one came in that time by, but no one did. Jordan Anderson, he gained a second last time by on Taylor Anderson. So Jordan Anderson is absolutely out of the park right now. And the way he's running, no one's going to even catch him by the time we get to pit stops. The tires are definitely falling off, so that's what should. But not nearly as bad for Jordan Anderson though. He's only about a second off. Meanwhile, everyone else is like 2 seconds off the pace. So that's what's happening. Jordan Anderson just saved his stuff. Big time. Almost hit the wall, but didn't. No one coming down onto pit road yet. Big hit full for 28 into the outside wall. I'm actually surprised that no one's pitted yet. Oh, why would I say that? No, okay. So, yeah, on lap 9 now, 8 laps complete and no one's pitted yet. I'm still pretty sure that they're going to have to pit, but it might end up being a fuel mileage race at this rate. 6 laps to go for Jordan Anderson. Last time the 27 only gained 0.2 of a second on Anderson. So maybe Anderson might be closing in a little bit, because it was crystal clear that Jordan Anderson was definitely pushing it, trying to have a big gap. He stays out though. These tires are so old though. Fitzgerald, I thought it was hitting the inside wall. There's gotta be pit stops, I could imagine. No way these guys can make it all the way. Oh god! Samuel Oskin, big hit into the tire barrier. But he stays out on track. He does not come down to fix the damage. Five laps to go at the Glen. It's been all Jordan Anderson so far. But still, one mistake could cost him. And who knows, we might end up seeing late race pit stops here today. We might end up seeing that. I don't know. Sure. Jordan Anderson stays out. And here we go on lap 11. Tanner Anderson is in. But he might end up being the only one that decides to come down on this lap. Nope, Johnny Garner comes in as well. And so does the 9 of Eric Monaco. So that means it is going to be a one-stopper here today, and it's going to be a one-stopper in the Rebel Cup Series race tomorrow here at the Glen as well. Jordan Anderson now has almost an 8-second lead on now second place. Mount Legacy. It looks like there's, again, more skid modes. There's all kinds of skid modes all over the track, so there's going to be a lot of replays at the end of this race, but we still have 3.5 laps to go. Just over 3 laps to go here at the Glen. A big mistake from Jordan Anderson right there. Well, maybe it wasn't a mistake at all, because here comes Jordan Anderson onto pit road. Dash Boran, Alexi is in. Lots of people are coming in. Fitzgerald, Claudel, McKee, 28 missed pit road and just hit the inside wall. Juan Garcia's in. Tyler Bradley. Oh, that was Tyler Bradley. Tyler Bradley and Fitzgerald is in. Tanner Erickson already hit the wall and he just came out of pit road. 28 also pitted already, I think. As you know, he's not pitted yet. Neither has Mitchell Collins, but he's just now getting around though. So James Eaton is now the race leader here at the Glen. Coming to 2 laps to go. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to pit though this time by. Coming to 2 laps to go. Is James Eaton going to try to stretch it? Or is he just going to come in to pit road this time by? Nope, he's just gonna come onto pit road. And I think it should be Jordan Anderson that will retake the race lead, because Tanner Anderson is so far back there. And yeah, next time by, it will end up being Jordan Anderson out front once again, and he's gonna have a huge lead as well. But Dash Boran up to third out of nowhere. Looks like the 28 is gonna slot in fourth, or slide in fourth. Tyler Bradley is gonna get fifth. Chandler Cardell is gonna get sixth, and Clark McKee in seventh. So all 4 championship contenders coming into this race are gonna get a top 7 finish, but what they don't want to see is this guy, Dash Boran, be ahead of them. Because now, more than likely, Dash Boran's going to gain on his point lead a little bit, going into Kentucky next time out. But Kentucky's going to shake things up as well. That's going to be a crazy one next week. Coming to 1 lap to go for Jordan Anderson. He's gonna have like a 7-second gap though. See what it is. The 7 just hit the wall, so it's gonna be a bigger gap than what I thought it was. He has a 7-second gap. So unless something majorly goes wrong for Jordan Anderson, he's gonna dominate here at the Glen and win for I believe the first time of his career on this channel. He might even catch up with the lap car of Sam Oskin, but that's going to be a stretch. It's been a perfect day for Jordan Anderson, keeping it nice and clean all race long. And if he just keeps it clean for this next half a lap, he's going to get the win. But cannot make a mistake. Actually, I think because he has a 7-second gap, he can make a mistake going into that last turn. But if he makes a mistake off of turn number 10, that might do it. Jordan Anderson coming off the last turn. Picture perfect clean race and a race victory. Jordan Anderson will win the Grand Prix at the Glen in race number 6 of the season, the NAPA Indycar Series. A dominating performance for Jordan Anderson here today. Started from the pole, and he showed everyone why that he was on the pole and dominating this race here at the Glen. Jordan Anderson in first, Tanner Anderson in second, Dash Boran in third, James Eaton in fourth, Tyler Bradley in fifth, Chandler Cardell in sixth, Clark McKee in seventh, Alex in eighth, Johnny Garden in ninth, and Eric Monaco top 10. DeMar Garcia, Zachary Fitzwater, and Mitchell Collins, and then Lily Gilbert and Sam Oskin. 16 cars finished, 15 cars on the lead lap. Brian McCason is the only driver that finished 1 lap down, and then look at all these drivers at DNF. Benny Watson, Matthew Brown, Justin Vidal, Takuma Bina, Carson Bowers, Dion Moon, Jay Jepson, and Patrick psych. So lots of drivers DNF due today. And speaking of DNFs, let's see what happened to all these drivers here today at the Glen. Hey, so this crash reminds me a lot of what happened to David Rubin and David Reagan a long time ago at the Glen. Just right there, Patrick Syke and Jay Jeffs make contact, Brian McCason around, Dion Moon around, and then also the 2, Mitchell Collins was involved, the 9 was involved, basically the big one strikes on lap number 2, and that's what happened that caused all this madness here at the Glen. Tough wait for every driver involved, and especially for Jay Jeffson and Patrick Syke, who ended up DNF, who ended up getting DNFs after that crash. And then this happened on the exact same lap. The 4 of Takuma Abena made contact with Carson Bowers, the 4 into the guardrail, the 5 went spinning, and then Dion Moon, there's nowhere to go. The glass is not stopping, he reached into the guardrail, and then Carson Bowers just hit him side by side into the guardrail, and then you see the 4 also hit the outside wall as well. Carnage, crazy amount of carnage on the same lap. And then this is what happened to Billy Watson. Going into the kill cell, he just simply blew up. So, tough wait for Ben Watson and the number 15 steak and shake Indycar here today. And then the last thing is probably the most craziest thing that I've seen here at the Glen. Seidel and Matthew Brown kept on making contact right here, and then there's nowhere to go into the tire barrier, off the ground, went both of them. Matthew Brown went spinning up into the air, bounced over the guardrail, and just kept on flipping. That is insane. Huge flip for Matthew Brown here at the Glen, and huge hit for both of them, especially for Justin Seidel. Here we go, another angle, just kept them in contact and nowhere to go into the tires, and that you can see just a wild ride and a wild flip for Matthew Brown. Here we go, on board with Matthew Brown. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this crazy and wild race here today at the Glen, for the Grand Prix of the Glen. That was pretty crazy. I knew it would happen, and it did. Luckily, none of the championship contenders were involved, but we saw some huge crashes and huge flips here today at the Glen. Thank you guys so much for watching here at the Glen for the NAPA Indycar Series. Tomorrow it will be the, race number 11, no, race 12 of the Rebel Cup Series season for the Xbox 360K at the Glen. That's going to be a wild one, probably about the same as this one, and you won't want to miss it. The only workhorse of the season in the Rebel Cup Series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Jordan Anderson on getting a win here today at the Glen. And here are the points after race 6 of the season for the NAPA IndyCar Series. Until tomorrow for the Xbox 360K for the Rebel Cup Series, I will see you guys later. Bye!